Well, hello. Yeah. How's everyone doing? Oh, whoa. How's everyone doing out there? Well, I'm on to another project, and I got my little list, like I said last time on the video, and I'm going down the list little by little. Still rearranging my shop, moving stuff around. Yeah. Anyways, I'm Vinny from VOC Woodworking. There's my little logo up there. I am getting new stickers for my channel. Finally. Hopefully soon. But let's just get back to the project. Okay, so this video here is for Nick Linguini. Nicholas, be ready, Linguini. Anyways, he wanted a liquor or a whiskey display that goes on top of a bar. You know what I mean? Like say you have a little, your friends over in the game room, there's a little bar sitting there. He wanted something where it's like a two-tier, platform. And I told him, yeah, but I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do a little bit something different on it that he don't know about yet. That I haven't seen on any of the displays, in a way how he wants them or how he wants it. So he gave me a little drawing. It's right here. That's his drawing, not my drawing. Of how I think it's 24 wide. I can't even really see it from here. Let me see if I can see it. I can't see it from here, but that's his drawing there, and I have to get the measurements of it. And he gave me some pictures to look at to have an idea. I'll put one here. It's kind of cool in a way, and then I'll just move one over on here again, and maybe one back here in a minute. So it's the same one, just 3 different angles. So it should be a real easy project. I mean, just basically, I'm going to use, I got this wood here I've been sitting around on. I have some 1x12, maybe a 1x10 or an 8, but I have to cut out the sides of it. And then I got to cut the top and the bottom, or the top, the 2 shelves. And I got more wood here for the fronts and the, where the front part of looking at it straight ahead. And then I have something I'm going to add to it. Something that I just thought of. It wasn't like I didn't see on any other ones that I noticed, and I looked around. But I'm going to give them a little extra on it. It's just a little character. Give it some character to it. How's that? Okay, so let me get some measurements going and figure out what all cuts I got to make. I don't know if I'm just going to mainly just go into the miter saw, cutting, I think it's 24 inches long. These are 24 inches long, I think 5 inches wide. It's going to be all chop saw basically. And maybe I might show you on the bandsaw, because when I cut out the print, or not the print, but when I cut out, say this is the piece here. I'm just doing just a ballpark. Don't quote me on it exactly. It's going to kind of go like that, down, something like that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that small and that height. Maybe it is. I don't even know, to be honest. I never even figured it out yet. But it's going to be like, I'm going to cut a piece out of this, flip it over, maybe do the other piece here, so I don't waste the wood. So, other than that, let me get my measurements, and I'll be right back. And then we'll figure out if I'm going to show you all the cuts, or just explain what I did. So, okay, I'll be right back. Don't leave. Don't go nowhere. Take a break, sit down, go to the bathroom if you have to, come back. Phew, that was close. I almost had a copyright. I started videoing forgetting I had music going, but I'll explain it because it was kind of. So I don't know if you can see it that well with the lighting. Okay. But anyways, I was doing the measurements on video of how I'm going to do it, and I had the radio on, and it was a little bit too loud. I didn't realize it. I have a mic I'm not really ready for it yet. But look, a little wireless mic. And I know it takes away radio and noise and stuff. But anyways, okay, yeah. So that is going to be basically the sides of it. It looks kind of small. I mean, I guess, yeah. I'm looking at here. It is going to be 24 inches long, you know what I mean? But it's a bar, so he only wants it 10 inches from the back to the front. So I'll just kind of show you it. It looks odd. Like, why is that longer than this? Is because you're going to add a face on the front here and a face on the front here. Then he wants 5 inches that way and 5 inches from the top. So everything's going to match up with a 5-inch, you know, where the liquor goes on, and then it'll be 4 inches and 4 inches. You get it? You get it? So I'm basically gonna just cut this out. Maybe I might bring it to the bandsaw for that. I am gonna go to the miter saw and just zip this out, cut another piece, because I got to trace this piece to the other piece so they're exact. So let me get that done. Just let me go cut this here real quick, and then I'm going to trace it to the other one, and then we'll go to the bandsaw and we'll just yeah? Does that sound okay? Okay, so we're at the bandsaw. So like I said, I cut one piece. I cut this square out. You can see here's a line there, there, and there. And I have another piece right here that whenever we're done with this one, I'll put it onto this one, trace it out, and do the same thing. So let's pray that my eyesight and hands are nice and straight. I should bring this down. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Okay, there's a light on here. This is old trusty. Ready? Now, just real briefly, this here is a very, very old Craftsman bandsaw. I'm saying it's probably, I don't even know, maybe, I never looked at the date when it was made, but probably 60s, I don't even know how old. It's old, but it's dead on. I mean, it's dead on. I would like to upgrade to a bigger one because of the capacity of doing, like this blade is just a regular blade for cutting wood and stuff. But I have a 3 TPI blade I put on if I'm gonna do, you know, like put or split wood in half. But I switch them back and forth. But anyways, this is like a old. I mean, look at the accuracy of it. It's like dead straight, no problems with it. So they always say, oh, get new tools. If it works, keep it, use it. That's how I am. Okay, so I'm going to trace this out. I'll just come back and cut this out on the other one, and I'll meet you back at the workbench. So, see you shortly. Okay, so this is the project that I was talking about. I showed you in the picture what Nick Linguini wanted for his game room. So, nothing's nailed together, nothing's glued. I'll just make sure everything fits. So this is the, I showed you the picture in the beginning. I'm just going to just rough it here. I showed you in the picture in the beginning of how he wanted it. Just something where he could put, his liquor, like one, row here, and row here. Okay. I don't have any liquor. I don't drink. But I was just playing with these earlier. So like say that's a liquor bottle. And that's a liquor bottle. I don't know, or whatever it is. Liquor. Woo. But anyways. Okay, so it's a real simple project. I mean, any beginner can do this. I mean, I showed you, like I said, I just went to the bandsaw. I cut the sides out, what I needed. There was a little bit of tinkering on the measurements, but it was 24 inches long. and he wanted a certain height. I think it was 4 inches on the height. He wanted 5 inch and a 5 inch on the tops. So I just went to the basically, miter saw, cut everything that I needed, and then I just ripped my boards down to the lengths that I needed to make it work. I think it was like 3.5, well, whatever, 3.5 here or something like, and 3.5 to make it 4 inches tall. Because these are 3/4 inch. They were 1x8s or 10s, but I had laying around. Okay, so that's your basics of the build. Now I can glue it, nail gun it, clean it up real nice. Stain it. I am going to stain it and everything. He wants like a darker color, but the thing I was thinking about was I wanted a little character to it. Now you grab something off the front of it, you're going to lift it up over the bottles or whatever. But say if you're a little tipsy and drunky, nickel and guini, a little tipsy, and you go to grab something on here, and you grab a bottle in the middle, and you bump it. Say you're not grabbing this bottle, but you're grabbing this bottle, and you're like, hee, hee, hee. You hit it, and it falls over. Yeah, all kind of people. It happens. Oh look, my furnace is kicking on. It's working. I try to do this real quick, or I just come back. But I had these little scrap pieces right here, okay, from an old project. Has nails in them and stuff. I'm gonna play around, but I'm just trying to do a little rough. So I cut little angles on just little 45s, and I did a flush cut on the end. And I'm gonna do like a little railing. I'm just gonna try again. This is just the furnace. Let me wait for the furnace and let me get this going, and I'll come back. Okay, I'm just zooming in for you real quick. This is just for demonstration only. It ain't gonna have the blue tape on it. But I was just thinking ballpark. Let me just line this up a little better. Okay, so these aren't even the right length yet. I don't know yet. But see how I put little 45s on here, a little flat in the back, so up against the wall. Little 45s here, and I'm gonna paint. Once I make these, I'll paint them black, or stain them black, or I don't know yet. I'll ask them. But the question I was gonna do was kind of like do little railings like that, and I'll attach it. I'll put like one here, one on the other side, probably like one like here. You know what I mean? I'll try to get my hand out of the way. So it's like, I'm gonna attach them like that. So if you have like the whiskey or liquor or whatever you got on there, and you go to bump it, it ain't gonna, because there'll be a wall behind you. So they can it'll hit it, it won't like fall off. You get it? Oh, it's all falling apart on me here. Oi! But you understand what I'm trying to say, right? Like that, kinda. I'm gonna do one like that. I haven't seen anything like that at all. Like I said, I haven't seen anything like that before on this style. I mean, I've seen, liquor displays where they have them on their fronts and all that, but it's nothing like this. I mean, if there is, I haven't seen any. I looked around, and I just figured I'd just give it, just like I said, I wanted it more for character, and in case, like I said, you get a little tipsy and you bump a bottle off. I don't want the bottle to fall off of the sides. You know what I mean? Make 4 of these. I got to figure out the length. Real simple. Again, I don't want to show you every little step, but these are just little 3/4 by 3/4 little scrap pieces I had laying around. And I just cut little 45s on them. And I just cut my length, from here to the end, little 45. I think this is the same one or something like that. To the end, 45. Then I'll just put these on like that. Somewhere in that way. I don't know. I mean, I figured it was kind of different. So let me go with that. Let me just so right now, I'm just gonna just glue and nail gun these together. And then, I'll stain them with you because they gotta dry anyways. But I gotta sand all this down. I gotta sand once I cut all these little pieces, I gotta sand everything down. So let me sand everything before we do anything else. So I got to take all these apart, sand everything down, get all the pencil marks off, and then we'll come back and build it. And then we'll stain it. How's that? Okay, be back in a bit. See ya. So the sanding is done. The sanding is done. I'm gonna hire me a part-timer. 20 bucks an hour. Who wants to come sand? Hey man, 20 bucks an hour. Come to Pittsburgh. You got a gig once in a while if I need it. I just hate sanding. I'm sure everyone else hates it. I think it was one channel I was watching recently. They said that they love sanding. I can't remember who it was. Well, you can always come here. Okay, everything's done sanding wise. I did make these. So, again, like I said, they're 3/4 by 3/4. I did a little 45 and a little 45s here. So once we put, I am gonna stain all the same color. I did samples, and he wanted a darker walnut, and I think I tried something before where I don't think it matched that well. If it was like that color and like a dark color, it matches. But that color and like a black, it was kind of like it didn't match. So I'm going to stain the whole thing dark walnut, even these. So that's better for me. I don't have to worry about all of that. So we're going to go with that, dark walnut. This is just little play pieces. Okay, so right now I got Type 1-3. Again, it's waterproof, 100% waterproof, but it's going to be around liquor. So when people get a little tipsy, you can get wet. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to use this waterproof, Type 1-3. So what we're going to do first is we're going to put the face on first on both of them. We're going to flip it down, put the top and bottom on it, and then from that point, we'll attach these. Then I'm probably going to have to fill in all the little holes and sand it again. And then we're going to come back and stain it. I'll probably clear coat it myself, but we'll stain it together just so you have an idea of what it looks like. Okay, so let me get my nail gun ready here. I forgot my spongy. Can't forget the spongy. I use it for glue and stain. There it is. I know it's a little bit long. I'm probably going to cut some stuff out of that one. But, so that's the main base of it. I got a real nice and clean cut. I'm going to do some sanding. I got to fill in all these little holes. So now I got to attach these. But I got to measure everything yet. So you saw me do this. I have to measure where I want these, and I'll just glue them, put them on, and we'll come back and stain it. How about that? Okay, let me figure that out. Be right back. Yeah. Everything's all done, sanded, all the little holes filled up. Now time for stain. So yeah, it's held up pretty good. Yeah, I like that. I mean, if you look at it, like I said, it's tall enough where the bottle ain't gonna fall over. You know what I mean? Figure it was something different that, again, that I haven't seen on other ones like this. It's like a pair of steps, kind of. But yeah, I wish he would have decided on a lighter color here, and then I would have made these a darker color. It would have really been cool looking. But he wanted the dark walnut, and it just wouldn't have matched with black. Or I could have did dark walnut and had kept these clear. I don't know. I'm just going with the whole thing. So let me get this, and then I'm gonna, I'll probably do a little bit for you guys. This is gonna be little getting in crevices, so I might just start it with you guys and then finish up and then come back after everything's done. How's that sound? Hopefully okay. So, oh. Yeah, last time I did it without gloves, that dark walnut does not come off the skin. It stays on forever. Dark walnut. Yeah. Okay. You ready to rock and roll? Okay, so you see how it turned out there? So I'm going to stop with you guys for now because I got to get all in here and all the sides. I'll come right back, and then from that point, we'll see it all done. How's that? Ta-da! It is done. It's pretty much dry. It's been sitting for a while. So that's the finished product. Again, I'm going to clear coat it, then I got to sit overnight. He's going to pick it up tomorrow, and from that point on to the next project. So there you go. I mean, like I said, it was an easy, really easy way of making a liquor or whiskey display. You saw how easy it was. No major cutting, no major joinery. It's basically, you know, wood I had laying around. I had these little cut-offs from other projects. Glue, nail gun, stain, and then clear coat. So it's an easy beginner project for something that's, you know, like, for me, yes, I could probably make these and probably put them out on at the craft show. Probably get some. I'll probably get. I would almost say I would get a sale or two, maybe more. I don't know. I'm trying to figure on a price. Now, Linguini, Nicholas, he's a good friend. I'm getting him a good deal. But I think honestly, you give me on your comments, if you made something like this, what would you price that at? I mean, it's 24 inches long. You know, it's the tops, and the tops are 5 inches. All in all, you know, I think it was supposed to be 8, but I'm worried I didn't really consider these sides. Now it's like almost 25 inches. Hopefully it ain't gonna matter where it's gonna fit. I didn't think of that just till now. Oh man. But anyways, yeah, I mean, price-wise for this, I really have no idea. I mean, I've seen stuff. I've seen these without this. Numerous prices. I mean, it was like 65, 70. I saw one for 120. I mean, I put these on them. That's going to give it more character. And again, someone's going to see this video hopefully and think that's a good idea. The bottle ain't going to fall over and break or spill. So you got a $200 bottle of whiskey on there. You want that to fall over? No. But anyways, it's my little extra You know what I mean? So, again, we've got just going on and on. I'm Vinny from VOC Woodworking. If you like, subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you can hit the notification bell when I post another video, you'll get notified. Comment, share, like. You know, everything. You know how it all goes. So again, I am gonna clear coat it, and then I'm gonna do a little sanding and then clear coat it again. So that's it. So on to the next one. I'm coming close to 500 subscribers. I'd like to get 500 subscribers with this video. That'd be awesome, or more, and just keep on growing. So I really appreciate everything, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.